It has finally been done, bro. We have finally done it. This is 100,000 population in City Skylines 2. So here's my city. I'm just going to say a few things before we get into a little bit of a tour. I'm just going to be explaining something quickly. And that's it. This is basically one of my first, genuine cities in this game. So do not expect everything to be just right. As I was building the city, I was learning many new things, which is obviously why some of these issues, there's some ugly towns and stuff, and just some kind of rushed things, etc. But now I'm at 100,000 population, I want to go through smooth a lot of stuff out. So obviously this is still at work. This is still in process. And there are a lot of issues with the city, but I honestly am pretty happy with how it's turned out in the way of looks. So recently, I just want to mention, I've just started this little suburb here. This building, I don't really know what's going on here. I've just got some sort of zoning stuff I'm working on here. I want to start another city here in the future. That's kind of next step on my plans. This is just very recently made. This is brand new. But let's go over to the main island and let's go over to the industrial district to start off. So let's start off with the port right here. So there is poop water, which really looks like blood, because I used to have the stuff emptying it out, so I called this poo port, and I honestly like the way it turned out. It's not too bad of a port. It's got the general shape of what the island used to be like. There's some passenger lines and some cargo lines, and then over here we've got some oil fields and some mines here, or vice versa, mines and oil fields. And then we just have a bunch of stuff here. There's a bunch of different buildings. There's the main power station here for the town. This is where we kind of get our power from, this sort of area. This is just, I wanted to move all the industrial away from the main city. So then there's the airport here, which leaves a lot of open space. I have just this section here, which I want to fill in the future. And there's just some stuff here and a ring road wrapping around this way. So ignoring the traffic issues that I still need to get sorted out, we have some high density housing. So this is the main city, which I'll go in depth into in just a moment. But over here is actually more the university district. So I've kind of started to flush this out a little bit. And right over here is kind of where it sort of starts. And this is where we have all these schools and stuff. This is where this school is. There's a college and stuff. And then there's a bunch of low density housing in the surrounding area. There's also some low rent college housing and some sort of a low rent housing sort of district over here, as well as some amazing beach houses out this way. So then there's just this huge mass of interestingly placed low density housing with a big university right here. This is probably the largest university in the city, which is pretty cool to see. So then if you keep following this road, you actually end up here, which is actually called Spring Terrace. Okay, so Spring Terrace is this vastly expanding area. It used to just be kind of like this section here, and then I expanded it recently today to accommodate more people that were interested, with all these brand new low density housing, as well as, a few different things that are needed, such as schools, etc. Once you keep following this road, you'll actually find my favorite town, Bayview. Okay, this is my little town, low density, sort of nice tiny town. This is one of the first towns I built on this map. Got a cemetery, a school, and everything that you kind of need for here, as well as a little arboretum right here, which is really, really cool because a lot of people actually travel to this arboretum, which is really, really awesome. There's also some paths stretching to the forest, which can actually take you to here, which is my lumber area. I didn't want to make this take up a lot of space as I do have a lot of forest, but I just wanted to be a little step out into it. Once you keep following this road, you actually find the Park Island. Okay, this island has no man-made buildings besides the path and this bridge, because I just wanted to be feeling like a separate island from the whole city. But it has actually a really good view of this future city that's coming in over there, and it also has a little nice abandoned house here, which I just think is so cool because it just reminds you of where you can start and then reminds you of where you end up. So let's go right over across to the main area that's coming up here. So once you're entering here, you actually end up at this park here, which has this amazing statue, which is slowly getting covered by all the big buildings and stuff, which I think I might make these back into some shorter sort of buildings, which you guys can see there's a path here, and there's some sort of areas and stuff like this, and just some very cool things that have come in. And this is sort of the inner city district, which is slowly expanding into these taller buildings, with a solar panel farm and stuff like that. And here's the main downtown of the city, which is about right here. Obviously, there's some issues that I want to clear up, just like zoning and stuff, and also these buildings kind of stand out of place. I mean, it isn't too bad though. It's a little bit like a shorter area. I need to zone a little bit, change up a little bit, but I'm really happy with the way it's starting to turn out. And we have a Ferris wheel over here that you guys can see over here, which I honestly think is pretty cool. And then let's go over this way. You guys can see a little bit, but basically there's a sort of a ring road that wraps around the island. So let's get a top view of the entire island. Here you go, guys. This is the island and the area. This is my 100,000 population city with a lot of issues. A lot of mistakes have been made, but I'd love to make this into a better city or maybe just start a new one in the future. If you guys are interested in seeing more City Skylines 2 videos, feel free on liking this video and subscribing. And if you guys want more in-depth tour and maybe an investigation into my city analytics and stuff like that, I would happily feel free to do that, okay? Anyways, that's about it. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm really proud of this city, and I really have been enjoying City Skylines 2 aside from the few issues. If you guys want to see a review as well, maybe comment that down below. I could do a little review and explain some of the things I've found as I've been building my 100,000 population city. As I said, I hope you all did enjoy today's video. Have an amazing day, and take care.